Second game against Duke on the map I picked, which is Clash of Heroes. A lot of specificities about this map. First of all, this is my favorite map in the entire map pool of the tournament. One specificity, as you can see, is that we are playing heroes. One other specificity is that this is clearly a non-rush map. There is water in the middle of the map, there is no bridge at all. You cannot research the bridge, you cannot find the bridge. And on the corners there are hero fortresses you have to go through before reaching your opponent. You do not have the Create Imp spell at the very beginning, and you also have to find the Possession spell. So it's quite a different map for what I used to play. The Create Imp spell is just near the portal at the very beginning, so I directly built a library tile on it so that I have the spell available from the start. We are not used to play with heroes, we're much more familiar with playing with creatures, so what I will go for there on this map is going for Samurai. Samurai is the best creature on the hero side. I will go for the Samurai. To get Samurai you need torture room, you need training room, and you need barracks. So you have to go quite deep in research, and it's a good thing because you have the best researchers in the game on the hero side, which are the wizards. That's why I'm going for the big library right at the start, but we are already starting with tunnelers. Tunnelers count as creatures and have lair, so there I should have built a lair already, because I'm not getting any creature from the portal, because I already have 3 creatures and no lair tiles. And with like 4 lair tiles I could have had a wizard, and if you build a library and lair at the very beginning of this map you can have a lot of wizards and fairies really quickly. It's quite suboptimal. Very few gold on this map. You have a gem, you have to start mining very quickly, or else you will run out of gold really fast. I got a thief because I have big treasure room, but it's still a bit unlucky. Thief can research, but you really want fairies or wizard instead. Claiming the second portal. The possession spell is behind this wall, in the middle of the map near the water.
You have tunneled into a new area.
And the map is designed in the way that you cannot really steal the possession spell of your opponent, because you have to cross the other side of the map, which is really complicated. You have to go through hero, fortress, which are vampire, druid, warlock, and dragon, I guess. There are also a mistress and trolls on the hero side, and if you want to get them you have to imprison them and to torture them to convert them on your side. I got 3 thieves, I guess, which is really unlucky. That's definitely 4 thieves. That's really unlucky, and a 5th one. Yeah, really bad RNG there. I should have like sold my gold, my treasure room completely to prevent getting thieves before building the training room and the hatchery. If you have only few lair tiles and a lot of library tiles, you have 100% chances to get either wizard or fairies, and both are really skilled at researching. However, wizards are like the warlocks. They are not enjoying seeing non-researcher creatures in the library when they are researching, so they will shoot at them. This is not really noticeable with the warlocks, because if you do not level up a warlock, he does not have any range spell at level 1, so he won't shoot at enemy creatures. But at level 2 he starts shooting at imps and all of the non-research creatures in the library. However, the wizard already have a range spell at level 1, so he starts shooting everything on sees in the library. That's why I built 2 different libraries to have all the thieves researching in one library while I'm researching with only the wizards and the dedicated researchers on the other one. And what I could have done is use either the imps or the tunnelers to reinforce the walls of the library that is not occupied by wizards. And then I switch so that I have an efficient library with reinforced wall and the wizard inside the reinforced library, while the thieves are on the other library. Thieves are only there to help increasing the research, and after that I will either trust them or put them in the workshop to get some additional gold. You can actually put 9 imps on the gem you have.
A new spell has been researched.
Still, it's interesting to have traps or doors or even an additional income from the workshop there. Here you can see the possession spell from Duke, but he did not know the map. This is a very specific map. If you play it the first time during the tournament, you are basically fucked, because as I said, there are a lot of specificities in this map. You cannot just discover it on the fly during a match. I'm having 2 giants. They will be useful as tanks. I don't know why I'm not completing my second library. I should have completed completing this library and put all the thieves in the right library because it's bigger, and all the other researchers on the left library, in order to occupy both libraries according to the respective space available. 7 thieves is quite... The portal is definitely trolling me. Barbarian and giants are okay. I'm ahead in terms of creature. And I heard Duke already mining his gem. 4th wizard. The research is going really well. Because the wizards are really skilled at researching, I should have probably trained them up to level 2 quickly and then put them back in the library. I think it's worth in the long term if you want to get temple or really late game spells such as chicken disease, things like that. I'm preparing for my samurai with the barracks, and I will need the torture room as well. I'm dropping directly the wizards on the treasure room, same for the giant and the barbarian, so that they can take their prey as quickly as possible and go back to work. My 8th thief. Congratulations, now I have a full hand of useless stuff. That's quite an achievement. But yeah, I just need them until I get the torture room. After that I can trash everything and focus on samurai. Also, getting the temple is really important because you have really few gold and only 1 gem. You definitely want cheaper imps so that you can sacrifice a lot of imps, and after that you can create many imps, keep 9 of them on the gem, and the other ones can reinforce the remaining rooms. It also prevents you from a significant lack of gold if your opponent decides to use the lightning strikes on all the imps that are mining a gem, and yeah, you're just 0 imp and you're basically fucked, because it's really difficult to maintain a good economy in this map. I noticed that Duke finally found the possession spell in the middle of the map. Getting my first fairy, my second fairy. It could be an idea to train the fairies up to level 4 so that they have lightning spell, however they take a lot of time to reach the level 4. It's really difficult to like train the fairies, and they are really fragile. With a fully charged lightning spell on their head, they just die instantly. So you have to babysit them all the time with a protection spell. And during a fight, they never have to be engaged at melee range by other creatures, because they are basically killed by almost everything. Maybe not the fly, but everything else will kill the fairies. It's very difficult to manage them during a fight, especially in multiplayer. I'm getting a ton of giants and barbarians. I will have a really decent front lane, and now I have my one tile. What I just did is reducing the training room from 25 to 24 tiles, because either the giants of the barbarian are attracted by 25 tiles training rooms. So by reducing by one tile the training room size, I'm removing the probability to get either giants or barbarians. I don't remember if... I think this is barbarian that are attracted by 25 tiles training room. And by doing this, I increase the chance of getting samurai. Increasing the torture room size also increases the chances to get samurai, but for the moment I'm getting none of it. I use speed spell and invisibility to find an opening to Duke's dungeon, but I do not manage to find one. I see that he is digging here and there, and I think I never found an entry to his dungeon. I'm trashing Mountain Dwarf. I do not need this. I'm not looking for this creature right now. I'm now training my wizards. I will put a temple. At this moment I'm confused because I'm not really used to play heroes, and I was like, okay, I maybe forgot how to get samurai. The room requirements are not really clear for me, so I'm just increasing the size of the barracks in case I need not 6 barrack tiles but like 9 or. And I think this is the very first time I'm using the cheap imps sacrifice in multiplayer in my entire life. So yeah, better late than never. However, I summoned new imps, but the cost of each imps was not the minimal one, so I just wasted some gold. Anyway, getting a monk that are attracted by the temple, but unfortunately still no samurai. I'm really annoyed right now because the idea was to rush the samurai. I'm putting a guard post thinking that maybe guard posts are required to get samurai, then I remember that guard posts are required to get archers, and if I put guard posts I will add the probabilities to get archers from the portal, so I'm just removing this. I see that Duke breached my treasure room. I will instantly put a guard post there to block any creature from rushing my treasure room. And finally I get the samurai, so I was right in the room requirements, but I was really unlucky. I've been unlucky the entire map, with all the thieves at the beginning and then getting everything except samurai, getting fairies really late, getting monks before samurai. I'm doing the same on Duke's side, and I see that he has really low gold and he's mining his gem only on one side instead of 3. So he basically have a trash economy. I decide to make a slight push, just killing imps first. Wizards start getting really efficient at level 5 because they get rebound and meteor? No, not meteor. Heal, I guess. I'm also using not fully charged lightning strike to kill the imps that were mining the gem so that I can completely destroy Duke's economy. I'm focusing on training this samurai as quickly as possible.
Your creatures are under attack.
And then we do that again, killing 2 additional imps for a bit more than 1k gold. Completely worth. And with 600 gold. Yeah, and he has no gold. So it's basically GG before even the first fight.